Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here. We're back once again for another Let's Play of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we did go and head off into the said entranceway of where the catacombs is going to be. Had to face off with Death, and picked up with the said Eye of Vlad. Now, before we actually go and continue onwards with any more of what the said catacombs is going to be, well, we're all the way back over here at this type of reverse-shaped rock. You guys may probably remember we went past by this rock quite a bit of times. I want to say back from the original castle and also with the said reverse castle as well, to actually head off into the said reverse type of underground to get into the said catacombs here. But for what this type of rock is going to have to be all about is that I'm pretty sure that there is a way for you to unlock a type of secret pathway or something like that, and I believe you have to use both your bat and also with your wolf here, and there should be a set type of area that will actually give us a very nice and very good interesting item for us to go and have and add on into Alucard, because there is going to be a very annoying up-and-coming said boss battle, and that type of said boss that we're going to have to face off with is going to be known as Galamoth. That will be showing up within the actual said reverse catacombs, and this guy does have a whopping 12,000 HP, and this is going to be a very important item for you if you are going to be battling out with this type of said Galamoth. And the good thing about this guy is that he normally likes to use a lot of lightning, and what this barrel circuit that we're going to actually pick up with, or say circlet, is actually going to be able to restore most of our HP back. So if we are going to get ourselves like shocked or anything, the good thing is that without having to get ourselves hit by all that lightning, we'll actually get restored by the said lightning, and that's going to be very nice. Now, one other item that we can actually go and find within here of this type of said catacombs area is that we are going to be able to go and search for the Alucard sword, and that's just going to be, I want to say, somewhere around within this type of location here. I'm pretty certain that first of all we are going to be heading off to a said doorway that's going to be located, but that's not where we want to actually go and head off to. We want to go head off to the far right hand side where this type of said way is going to be, and there it is. There is the Alucard sword. So that does mean that we have the sword, the armor, and also with the shield, and all that luck is now going to get increased quite a bit. So if we ever do need to go and decide to head all the way back to that reverse library where all of those type of schmooze are going to be at, we should probably have a little bit of a much more better type of way of actually trying to get that Chrysogrim sword that the schmooze do have. Now, if you are going out of your way to battle it with the said Galamoth, and you do actually have the said Chrysogrim, that only does have to take, I think, about 2 hits with that said sword, and Galamoth will be down. Unfortunately, there is multitude of different methods on how to knock out with Galamoth here, but for us, since we don't really have a Chrysogrim, and it's one of the hardest type of said drop items to go and find, we're going to have to go and do it the old-fashioned way, and that's by using the Axe Lord armor that we have, so that we can go and mash the square button as best as we can. I'm pretty certain that that is our attacking button as we go, so we just have to just keep on mashing that square button and deal out like so much amount of damage that this guy is gonna have to just whittle himself on down for it. Now, mind you, since we're only just attacking his legs when the time actually does happen, he's only going to be able to drop, I think, just about like 1 HP, but if you keep on mashing it far enough, you can actually get some criticals and actually get some nice good 50 or like 40 type of hit attacks, and if you keep on doing that repeatedly or consecutive amount of times, it should help you out a little bit for that. But watch out here in the said catacombs, though, while we're trying to head off into where the boss is going to be. There's going to be a lot of those type of said witch girls that are going to be showing up and trying to basically magify their type of said cats or something to try to attack you with, which it seems like they actually do like 40 amount of type of damage, so you want to be careful of that. There is also some other new enemies that are like these type of ice like elemental people that will be showing up, and you don't really want to be in the crossbars for that, because when they go and do like some sort of like blizzard attack, that can actually wipe you out pretty gnarly around over here. So you want to try and make sure that if you are going to be spotting out one, that you have to attack them out as quickly as you can, or else you're just going to be running into one heck of a problem there. So here are some extra new items if you ever do want to, well, I wouldn't really say new items, but if you ever do want to go and pick up with any other type of set items instead of the sub clock weapon, which I don't know why you would ever want to go and change that out, but having the sub clock weapon is still a very nice good item to have, because there is still some enemies out there that will probably get affected while actually using that type of set sub clock weapon for now. And now, mind you, since we do actually have, with the shield rod and the Alucard sword, I'm pretty sure that if you actually do have all these said shields that are in your inventory, and you've been collecting out on a lot of shields, you can actually do a very interesting type of said power-up with your shield rod, and you can actually use that multitude of methods as well to knock out with said Galamoth, because when you actually do go and power up your shield, it'll actually do like quite a bit of damage to that said Galamoth. So yeah, so there's actually technically like 3 different ways of actually knocking out with this guy, and we will be picking up with a said type of trophy within our time as well too. So let's just go and make sure that we knock out this type of said ice element out of the way, but I guess we're not going to do that. We're just going to kind of just dash on out of there, just so that we don't get ourselves blizzard attacked by that. Yeah, now this area does seem a little bit weird, huh? Because normally I think we've been through this way, I think originally before, within the original castle, but everything was kind of flipped in a whole other different type of way the last time. But, oh, looks like there's a way that we can actually break on down, and it looks like we're going to have to head off into that way there soon. Now, I think this just actually just gives us, I think, just a regular type of item here. Yeah, we got some sort of necklace of J. Not really too entirely certain on what this type of use of item is all about, but either way, that's just an item there. Heading on down into this type of room, I'm pretty certain that I think that there could be an elixir or something within there as well too, but I could be wrong on that one. But if you come on down through here though, there should be a save point, and this area kind of does almost feel in a way of where the catacombs was when we had to use this said spike breaker to go and head off into another type of said pathway to be on the search out for the well, to be able to find that said item within there. But yeah, so there's the way of how to do the power, but it seems like we can't really go and do that since we don't have all the shields. So that method is out of the question. The other method is also out of the question as well because we don't have the actual said sword. But however, we're gonna go and actually set up for the Axelord armor. So let's go and do that here, and let's just go out and just attack with all of our might. It's gonna take almost about like 30 to like almost about like, well, I wouldn't say 50 minutes, but about like 45 minutes of your time of just whittling this man down. So we're going to try our darndest out here for this said fight. Now, this guy does have quite a bit of different hits. He does have his electric attack. He does also have his electric orbs as well, but I don't believe you can actually get yourself immune to that. I think it's like a different type of, well, I don't really think it's like electricity. I think it's like more so like some sort of like plasma orb or something. But either way, he also does have his melee attacks as well, which you have to be a little bit careful. He does like to swing his sword and also try to kick his legs at you, but over some time, he should almost be done here. Just kind of stay in this little spot for the time being if you are kind of doing it in this type of method without having to get yourself hit by any of those. So there we go, pretty good so far, and let's go and move in again, even though I just went and injured myself a little bit on that one. And I think, hopefully, can we get a level up soon? Oh, come on, man. We're almost there. We need that level up. Yeah. As you guys go to see, we're only just doing about like one set of damage, but if you could get at least like a critical over and over and over again, you should be fine here. But yeah, that little corner is just keeping ourselves well protected. So even if you are going to be losing any health, not to worry. The barrel circulate will actually help you out quite a bit. And we will be picking up a said another type of upgrade for our HP. We will be finding another one as well too. I think once after we're all said and done with this, well, within the actual said battle, because there is another exit way that we can actually go and check around. Oh, come on. Holy crap, man. Yeah, let me tell you, this guy literally has 12,000 HP. This is like battling like a much more larger version of like a Chansey in like a Pokemon game or something. But yeah, so there we go. Finish on what the Dracula, or what Kid Dracula started, I guess. Alright, now let's go and pick this up. Nice, 448, and lastly, here are the other said upgrades, I think, in the exit room here. So see you guys in the next one, and of course, peace.